It is time for question number 37, starting off these Q&As. So the question was, what kind of sets and reps do you do for negatives for deadlifts? I briefly went over how to do negatives for deadlifts the other day, so I'm gonna put it to you like this. All right. First, I use it as accessory. Secondly, that is a high demand of control, controlling your body. So I wouldn't do many reps or sets. I'm gonna leave that up to you. I'm not gonna tell you directly how many reps and sets to do because that's up to you. What I will tell you is do it until I would cut it short if your form is breaking, or I will bring the weight down if your form is breaking. But don't go past when your form breaks. It is time for question number 38. First, he paid me a compliment saying that he loved the gym. Thank you. And then he asked, when are we going to see some deadlifts, Richard? So I hope this doesn't sound bad because I'm not putting it out like that. But my Instagram is to motivate people, and I believe my lifting is my tool to motivate people. Okay, I know a lot of people put videos out there. I feel like it's a lot of ego based and they just putting it out there, but I do this for me first. Okay, I have a process of the way I do things, and it's for my health and my personal growth inside and outside of the gym. So it doesn't take me long to get up and weight, and when the time comes for me to do more weight, I will put it out there. But this is what I believe is that if I can't love and enjoy what I do, then nobody else can love and enjoy what I do. Later. What's going on? So it's time for question number 39. I'm making my tea. So the question was, how do you combat elbow pain during low bar squat? So the first things first is most people don't know where to put the bar for low bar squats. I left my spoon. But you want to put the bar over the scapula, okay, on top of the scapula. All right, most people want to put it halfway down their back. You put it over the scapula, okay, resting on the back of the shoulders. All right. Another thing is you don't want to squeeze the bar, okay? Squeeze or pull down on the bar, that'll cause shoulder, bicep tendon, and forearm and elbow problems. And another thing that you can do is throw the thumbs over. What are my thoughts and views on PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, the effects that they have? He feels like it is an assisted lift. Okay, one, don't worry about anybody else. If they're on them, they're on them. If they're not, they're not. Worry about you. Worry about your growth. It doesn't matter. Anybody else doesn't matter. You're the one that matters. Secondly, you're not going to get rid of them in the system. And thirdly, my views is that it's a mental thing. If you're strong enough to get to where you want to be, then that is amazing. That's what you need to do. Most people that are weak and believe that they need any kind of assistance, then they're going to get on them. Yes, that's what I said. You can be mad about that or not, but that's just my belief. It's a psychological stronghold. It's your trump card. Once you use them, you cannot exceed it because you're too busy thinking about what you were when you were on. What's going on? Just got back home. We did the boot camp, started that back up, and now it's tea time. It's tea time, motherfuckers. Also, question number 41. This question was, what do I think the optimal height for deficits and block pulls? Me personally, I don't do block pulls, but I think most people typically go to their sticking points. And my thing with that is, if it's your sticking point, you need to know how to go through the full range of motion and work through your sticking point, not just start at the sticking point. That makes no sense to me. But anyway, with deficits, you can go as high as you want or as low as you want, as long as you have space in between the bar and the top of your foot, and as long as you find out your proportions where you need to set up for deficits. And I use deficits only as their own entity. All right. Just got through with yoga. Now it's time for question number 42. The question is when is the best time to use a belt. Okay, there's no specific weight for a specific body weight. The thing is being able to handle and withstand your positioning, your balance, your core, and if you can't maintain your positioning and your form at 135, then put a belt on. If you can maintain it up to what's going on, if you can maintain it up to 500, you don't need your belt. But as soon as your core starts to break down and your form starts to break down, then put the belt on, okay? So that's what it's all about. It's all about maintaining your positioning, keeping your form and technique, okay? All right, later, guys. What's going on? So I wanted to make a little quick video. I guess this is like a little confession. I've been feeling amazing lately, good, happy, a lot of energy, you know, things like that. But today started great, and as it went, nothing bad has happened. Everything's been going great today, but it's just one of those days where something has brought my mood and my energy down. And I just want everybody to know that we all get this. I didn't feel any energy from anybody else or anything like that, or got, a bad mood from anybody else, but it's just one of those days. And I think it's just when we have these situations, we need to sit to ourselves and trying to find out what's going on, try to find out what our body is trying to tell us. So yeah, that's what it is. What's going on, guys? So today is gonna be pretty interesting. So question number 43 is what is my opinion on these ridiculously strong deadlifts, such as Eddie Hall's deadlift, 1,000 pounds plus deadlifts? Can it continue to go up? Is it dangerous, and could even be pushed higher than what they have been? So I'm going to do an ant's perspective on this, but just to say this, yes, it can go up. Anything can be dangerous, and also I believe that the bigger guys should have been doing 1,000 plus way before now. So I'm going to get into that in an ant's perspective. It'll be posted either today or tomorrow, so y'all go check that one out. It's going to get interesting. Good morning, what's going on? So it's time for question number 44. And it was, what's my opinion on power building? Is it too much or is it just right? So here's the thing. There's no such thing as power building, powerlifting, or bodybuilding. It's all the same shit. Weightlifting is weightlifting. You have high reps and low reps. When you lose one or the other, you're going to be less fortunate. You have to have both of them together because it all is one thing. When you look back in the day, all the powerlifters look like bodybuilders and bodybuilders look like powerlifters. The only thing is at the end, you have somebody that's cutting, okay? So the difference is nothing, okay? It's just the way you think about it. And when you just solely try to bodybuild, you're not gonna do great. If you solely just try to powerlift, you're not gonna do great. So good morning. So it's time for question number 45, and the question is, what's a decent alternate exercise for deadlifts? He's saying that in his living conditions that he can't make a lot of noise, and also that he wants to compete here in the near future. First of all, if you can get away from that environment, find you a gym to where you can deadlift. If not, bad news is there's no alternate exercise for deadlifts. Good news is if you can deadlift in that environment, that means that you have to be quiet, and which also means that you have to be in control of your movements with the weight, controlling, finding your form and technique so that you won't be out of control and make a lot of noise, which is, in turn, you're going to learn a lot about your deadlifts, and you're going to get a lot stronger doing it that way as well. So there you go. What's going on? So it is that time for question number 46. Pretty easy one, and it's asking, how much do you sumo deadlift? I have no idea. I do a few reps here and there, and it's every blue moon, but nothing to even get close to thinking about where I am or where I could be. But yeah, I don't do them. I don't do them like that. I definitely won't max or get close to a max, or even low reps. But nah, I don't do it like that. So I'm actually headed to go do yoga. Actually, I gotta get my mat. It's down here in the office. So I'll see y'all guys later. What up? It's Run and Gun Wednesdays for me. Now it's time for question number 47. How do I periodize my program? Which, once again, we're talking about programs. I'm not too fond of programs, but the way I do my programs, just say my month program, my short program, I just do 10 sets of 10, 4 sets of 8, 3 sets of 6, and 3 sets of 3s, where I'm getting a lot of reps during the month, and then I'm getting less reps during the month with lighter weight and then with heavier weight. I'm getting a wide range of everything to become a well-rounded lifter. So that's how I do it. See y'all guys later. I'm out. What's going on? It is dark and early still, so it is time for question number 48, and the question is, how do you deal with a recurring knee injury? The thing is knee injuries, of course, obviously have to deal with imbalances in the leg, okay, from the bottom of the foot all the way up to the hip area. The lower back also can cause some knee issues, but the thing is you have to find out what muscles are overworked and what muscles are underutilized, okay? Find those muscles that's overworked. We gotta roll them out, stretch them out, get your mobility back. When you're doing your movements, fill out what you can and can't do, and then also work on building up those weak muscles, okay? So you can find the right balance for the movements of squatting up and down, all right? Later. Question number 49. And the question is, how would I warm up to my working sets if, hypothetically speaking, I was trying to do 3 sets of 3 with 225, okay? Hypothetically speaking. Y'all be trying to sneak in some direct answers and shit on me. That's funny, hypothetically speaking. So the thing is, how I'm gonna answer this is, warm-ups are very important. What I've seen in my journey is that at least 60 reps in all lifts is a good range of warm-ups before you actually get to your working set. Most people cut their workouts and strength short when they don't warm up properly and learn how to get to their second win in lifting. So that's my answer. See y'all guys later. Get the bar, do it for 50 reps, then jump to 225, do that for 10 singles, you're good to go. What's going on? The weekend is over and today is Martin Luther King's Day. So everybody enjoy your day and the possibilities of things that can happen in the future. This weekend I took my daughter up to Hattiesburg, Mississippi to watch the USPA Revolution Fitness Championship. I got a few videos from this week and I'm gonna post them up sometime today. But time for question number 50, and it's do I do any kind of stretching mobility work or post work after? And typically I do movements, more so movements before and after, instead of just strictly stretching and things like that. But also, other than that, I do a lot of mobility work throughout the week with yoga and things like that as well. So there y'all go. Have a good day, guys. What's going on, guys? Time for question number 51. The question is, how long do I see myself powerlifting? Should someone continue to powerlift when the body starts to break down? And in perspective, how long in general should someone powerlift? If you're looking at a powerlifting or a competing standpoint, you can always compete. Most people just compete to to compete against someone, but powerlifting is essentially competing against yourself. If you're competing against yourself, you can always powerlift. When you essentially pick up weight, you're literally saying, hey, I'm picking it up for strength and power and balance. So therefore, that never changes. The only time you'll get hurt is when you're doing something wrong. So I'll never see myself stop lifting for strength because I'm getting better. Okay, I'm better in myself. So there you go. That's my answer. See y'all guys later. What's going on? It's my later day, but it is time for question number 52. Richard, I know you're not big on explosion. So in deadlifts, how do you calculate how much pressure you need to use to get the weight off the floor? With patience. It's nothing that I can sit here and calculate or pull up my sleeve and put in a calculation. Put in 600 pounds of pressure. It's not that. It's just slowly being patient, generating enough power to get the weight off the ground. So that's what it is. That's true power. None of that momentum shit. You ain't gonna like that. What is up? It is Thursday. Week is flying by. But it is time for question number 53. And the question is it beneficial to wear a belt while bench pressing? When you're talking about any kind of movements or something, moving something else, the more solid that object that's actually moving, the outside object or inanimate object, the stronger it will be. It's just like having a spring you have a spring in your hand trying to push something, or having a stick in your hand trying to push something. So the tighter you are, the stronger you are, the more energy you can press into the ground so you can output work, okay? Efficiency of work. So there you go. Later. Real quick, I want to challenge you guys to help at least one person a day for 7 days. And also, contest coming up. I will be posting some information on that. What's going on, guys? So something I want to talk about, and it's about the new generation. So the school that I grew up in, this year and the previous year, it's just been getting a little rougher and rougher, and it's due to all this new stuff, social media, and things that we think life actually should be. The football team of this year from my high school that I grew up in had a lot of fights, conflicts amongst the team and things like that as far as the students. And I just learned out that one of the kids shot themselves, and just still alive, but he was one of the higher end athletes. Just got to watch our kids, because all the social media, music, things like that is totally taking control and making them feel as if they are entitled and as if social media is the real world. All this love stuff, the love that most of us seek, is false. It's monetized. It's to keep us trapped, looking for something that's not actually supposed to be there. Love starts first by loving yourself, and I can honestly say that I feel that most relationships are not real relationships. The majority don't love themselves or even know themselves to even say, they can love somebody else. Not saying that they don't have love for that person, but true love is actually truly understanding and loving yourself. So this social media shit ain't real. We are so disconnected from ourselves because of these phones and the internet and all that good stuff. So we definitely need to check what's actually real. all these friends, so-called friends on social media is not really your friends. It's just another way to communicate. That's all it is. So don't get caught up in likes, and don't get caught up in who's doing this or who's doing that. You have to love yourself, and you can't love yourself if you're worrying about what everybody else is doing at all times. So that's something I wanted to talk about. I'll see y'all guys later. I'm out. Watch this. Y'all ain't ready for all this. Torture chamber here. Alright, calm down, Rich. Oh, this shit hurts. Later.